Hey guys, time for the weekly recap of the week, and I haven't done this much recently, and as you can see and notice, I haven't been doing these every week anymore, so I'm only going to do these when I think it's relevant, and when I think it's relevant is when there are many things that I didn't talk about that I still think are important. So I didn't make a video on a lot of these things, and there's like 5 different things that I think are still important that I didn't talk about, so I'm going to include them in this video. So firstly, tree turnaround. So they added an animation for tree turnaround. So before, what happened, you don't know what it is, tree turnaround is this skill here. So a 15% chance for trees to grow instantly. So before, what would happen is you would chop your trees, then you'd have to like save and then chop more trees. But now they regrow instantly. So you can see here, hopefully I at least get one. This one just popped up with those little lightning bolt animations, so I didn't have to like save the game and like wait for them to respawn. They just respawn like basically instantly. So that's one change. Great change there. I always thought it was like clunky before, but this is a much better way of doing it. The next thing we have is the auction results. So this is something we've asked for a long time. So you can now come to the auctioneer here and go to the results tab, and you can see all the results and how many people participated. So this is actually additional information. Before, we didn't have the amount of participants, so this is actually additional information that we didn't have before. So it looks like it shows about 20 different auctions, because there's only one thing that isn't the pet auction, and there's one more pet auction, and there were 20 in total. So I guess it shows the last 20 auctions. So anyways, that's a good change, something we've been asking for a while. Next thing is that the Halloween rewards were sent out. So there was 167,000 flowers spent. So they sent 50,000 flower to the top players of the game and 25 lucky raffle winners. Plus they got some cosmetics as well from the event. So that was sent out. And then we have, next we have, where is it? No. I don't know what the proposal is, but anyways, the Bloom doll recipe was discovered, and that was fixed this week. So it's actually super expensive though. It requires 3 prism petals, 2 celestial frost blooms, and 3 primula enigmas. So I did the math, and this is something like 75, it's like 74 or 76, something like that, days of flowers. And now you can speed up your flowers using obsidian. I actually have mine finished right now, waiting for reset tonight. But anyways, you can speed up your flowers with obsidian, and it's 0.1 obsidian per day of flower. So this would actually take like 7.5 obsidian, which is pretty crazy. Like, it's almost like it's as expensive as the shadow doll. So I'm not exactly sure why they included this in the weekly bounties, because it's crazy expensive to have this completed. Hopefully it's not requested very frequently, but it's crazy expensive, so we'll see. And then finally, we had lava pit requirement changes. So they said that they were going to add crimstone to the lava pits, and they did. So there was always crimstone in the lava pit. I believe it was in autumn. It used to be 2 though, I think, or 4. Yeah, I think it was 4, and they increased it to 6, and they also added it to every single week, every single season. But they reduced some of the other resources, like oil. I think this was 100 before, and merino wool, I think this was 200, and maybe everything else is the same though. But anyways, they added crimstone to the lava pit requirements every week, every season. I assume this is going to increase the price of crimstone. I don't know if we've actually noticed the price increase yet. Let's see, where's crimstone? No, this is about the same as it always been, so who knows, maybe it'll change in the future, maybe not. But yeah, anyways, these were the changes that I didn't talk about this week that I thought were still important. And yeah, that's it. Have a good day, guys. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't yet. It would help me out a lot. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Have a good day, guys. And I also want to say thank you to all the members of the channel. Current members of the channel are Raichu, Thedra, Deucefold, New Augustine, and Night Shadow. Thank you very much for your support.